So those are the 10 locomotives that we ran in this quite long model railway layout session. I think it's been out for about a month. So you know them all, you've watched the videos, but I can introduce you them once again. So we have the Lima E656 Caimano FS Italian State Railways. That's one of my two first electric locomotives my dad bought me in 1979 after they took my adenoids out. Then the Pico BR75 ex-Saxon tank locomotive in French livery, État, war reparations locomotive. The French 131 TB, a very powerful mixed traffic tank engine. The 140 C231, French goods locomotive, but also mixed traffic when required. Very nice tender locomotive. This the actual model 231 in real life was built in Scotland and Glasgow by the North British Locomotive Company because the French industry was overstretched by war production during the Great War. We have Germany's Deutsche Reichsbahn BR64 Bubikopf, meaning bobble head, by the bobble haircut, which was this was very similar to the kind of haircut that was very fashionable in the 1920s when these locomotives entered service. Women's haircut, very nice. I actually quite like the 1920s fashion and hairstyles on women. Then we have the massive French Chapelon 231 C60 by Jouef with incredible saucisson motor, the sausage motor with its ball bearings and incredible torque and incredible smooth running. You can actually push a locomotive along like a toy car, and a fantastic locomotive. The moment when Jouef's toy trains start becoming model trains. Then we have, of course, my freelance what if Italian local railways railcar with the twin engines, vertical, the sort of missing link between the old generation of railcars with the vertical engines and the underfloor ALN 668, that series, on a Jouef chassis. And we have the small but very powerful État 030T or 135 class locomotive, a little very British style internal cylinder 060 tank locomotive which was developed for the Parisian suburban railway, hauling very long trains formed by double-decker coaches and for the commuters. Then were also used on goods trains and things later on. We have the Austrian Kleinbahn D120 tank locomotive, which was it's not really a realistic. There isn't the corresponding locomotive is slightly different. Kleinbahn made it quite simple. They recycled the chassis that was also used for a German 060 goods tank engine. But it is a very nice locomotive, very well made, realistic in its design and representative of typical Austro-Hungarian locomotive school with its spark arrestor, with its shape, and definitely it can represent many such locomotives that developed in Poland, in Romania, in Hungary, in the Czechoslovakia in the interwar period. And then we began with one of the first ones, we end with one of the first ones, the Lima BR39 282 tender locomotive. This is my very first steam locomotive, and which was also part of that beautiful, wonderful present my dad made me such a long time ago in 1979. And this is just, this is not the whole collection. There are some more locomotives that you've already, some of them you've already seen. Some tank locomotives, the 04 OTA series, we haven't had them out. The E6424 Italian State Railways wasn't out this session. We'll see them in the next ones. But these are the protagonists of this series, this layout. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I did. I really did. It was good fun, and we'll be, now that I'm finishing work on the layout, we'll be able to have running sessions more frequently. I won't have to be like a camel with water and sort of stock up on footage and stock up on time, on video time and things, and we'll be able to do things more frequently. And in the end, it's all about playing trains. And so, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed yourself, and see you next time. And I'm going to finish with a photograph of a Black 5 locomotive entering Edinburgh Waverley Station. This was a photograph taken by a dear friend of my grandfather's, my maternal grandfather. It was a professor of Strathclyde Institute of Technology, Mr. Charles Giles, and he was an avid train enthusiast. He passed away, I think, in 1984, and he was from Cheltenham. He was a dear friend of my grandfather's up in Glasgow. He moved up to Scotland because of his teaching post, and this is one of his photographs. It's actually a scanned print from a slide, and this is a LMS Black 5 in early British Railways livery, storming into Edinburgh. I think it's coming into Edinburgh Waverley Station. Yes, I think it is coming into the station, or leaving. No, maybe it's leaving the station. I can't remember. I've not been to Edinburgh Station for a long time. It's leaving Edinburgh Waverley Station, and it's coming through the cut past Princes Street Gardens. It's leaving Edinburgh Waverley, so probably on its way to Glasgow. It might be going to Glasgow. This might be the Edinburgh Glasgow train going to Queen Street Glasgow. Okay, and on this beautiful image of live steam of many years ago, it's cheerio, and see you next time.